Guys, please check your audio and video settings, please. Yes, yesterday I was talking about dynamic projections. Lastly, we discussed about dynamic projection means we are able to take multiple type interfaces having hierarchy. So based on the type interface we pass dynamically at runtime, we have a freedom to get our choice property values, and we can change those property names time to time by changing the type interface. But overall, what are the limitations of finder methods in Spring Data JPA, guys? Only select operations, aggregate operations are not possible, group by operations are not possible, working with scalar operations or projections is bit complex, while selecting data by using multiple properties and multiple conditions, the names of the method becomes very lengthy. Method name must be taken by following some conventions. That process kills the readability, boss. Okay, next, we cannot call PL/SQL procedures and functions. We cannot call PL/SQL procedures and functions. Okay, guys. Next, to overcome all these problems, what is the solution? At the rate query methods is the solution, which that deals with either JPQL or HQL or native SQL, guys. Okay. Then where should we use finder method? Use finder method to perform single property or column condition based select operation. Single property or column based select operation. In that situation, only prefer working with finder methods. Clear, guys? Right. Okay. So let's get into today's discussion. Okay. What is our today's discussion, boss? Working with query methods. Working with query methods. Query methods. Okay. On the top of custom methods declared in our repository interface, we need to add query annotations. We need to add query annotation, either having JPQL or HQL or native SQL queries. JPQL is like a specification, HQL is the implementation. Got the point? Or native SQL query. Okay. Method can have flexible signature. Okay. And no naming conventions to follow. And no need of following any naming conventions. No need of following any naming conventions, guys. You need not to follow any naming conventions. Is that clear, my dear? Come on. Working with query methods. Okay. There's no need of following any naming conventions. Okay. See guys, what is this? Your choice return type, your choice method name, your choice params. Your choice return type, your choice method name, your choice. On the top of it, query. Here you have to write either HQL or JPQL. HQL or JPQL or native SQL query you have to write. Native SQL query you have to write. That's it, guys. Taking this HQL query, writing the environment to send and execute in database software. If needed, converting that query into native SQL query. Everything is going to happen in the implementation of this method that happens in dynamic proxy class. In the implementation that takes place in what? Dynamic in-memory proxy class. You are least bothered about it. No doubt. Because of that HQL query only output is coming. But in Hibernate, there is a big process to follow, right? To execute HQL or JPQL queries. Yeah, that entire logic you are not going to write. That logic will be generated dynamically, boss. That logic will be generated very much dynamically. Is that clear, guys? Okay, I think I keep on saying one thing. JPQL is a specification. Is a specification. Okay, in Hibernate it comes as HQL. In EasyAB it comes as EasyABQL. In some other language it comes in some other framework it comes in some other name. Okay, Hibernate here. What is this? HQL. EasyAB entity beans. EasyAB entity beans here. That comes here as what? EasyABQL. Next one we have Eclipse link. Eclipse link. I think they're ELQL. Like this, in different places, different names are there, guys. Okay. At the rate query methods advantages. At the rate query method advantages. Supports both select and non-select operations. Next one. Okay. Select and non-select operation. Are you understanding my point, guys? Manali Tapre, I didn't expect this question at this level of learning. For any interface method, if you don't mention modifier, what is the default modifier? What is the default modifier? Public. And we want public only, right? Come on, guys. Yes. Except insert operation. Yes. Insert query is not there, guys. Insert HQL query, insert native SQL query is not there. Except insert operation, remaining things are there. Why not there also, I will analyze and tell. First concentrate. Okay. Supports both select and non-select operations. Okay. Can work with either HQL or JPQL JPQL or native SQL queries. Array, native SQL query means database software specific queries, guys. You are using Oracle specific queries. MySQL specific queries. JPQL, HQL queries are okay. Database software independent queries, guys. Database software independent queries. That means we can move them one framework to another framework easily, and we can move them from one database to another database software easily, guys. So native SQL query means specific to database software. Okay, here I will write small statement. HQL, JPQL queries are database software independent queries. Database software independent queries. Next, native SQL queries are database software dependent queries. Are nothing but SQL queries, ra babu. Native SQL queries nothing but SQL queries. Okay, guys. Next one, HQL, JPQL queries are written using entity class and its properties. Entity class and its properties. Whereas native SQL queries, whereas the native SQL queries are written using, come on guys, native SQL queries are using DB table name and its column names. DB table name and its column names. Are you comfortable, guys? Come on. Can work with either HQL or JPQL or native SQL queries, guys. What is the next one? At the rate query method advantages I am talking, boss. Okay. Okay. Method names can be taken, have method names and signatures. Can be taken having flexibility. Yeah, flexibility is definitely there, guys. Having flexibility. Okay. Next, can be used to call PL SQL procedures and functions. Procedures and functions. Supports aggregate select operations. Come on, guys. What is that? Aggregate select operations. Supports aggregate select operations. Supports aggregate select operations. Are you listening my statement, guys? Aggregate select operations. Okay. Supports group by order by classes. Okay, supports to work with joins. Supports to work with joins. Or why joins are given? Tell me. To get data from two tables or multiple tables. Two tables having implicit conditions. Are you going to write the condition, or based on the join we take, conditions will be decided automatically? Having implicit conditions, right? Okay, supports to work with joins, guys. Joins can be used. Okay, joins can be used, right? So these are the various advantages that we are having with what? At the rate query methods, boss. At the rate query methods. Okay, fine. I already concluded. If you want to perform select operation based on single property condition, are you getting my point? Then only go for finder method. In remaining all situation, you think about going for what? At the rate query methods. Sushmita Das, composite type property will not be there. Composite type property, that property dot sub property, guys. That property dot sub property. Got the point? Right. So query method advantages. These are the various query method advantages, guys. Right. Sushmita, that's what I said. Na? We cannot work with the joins. In finder method, there is no support for joins. No support for joins indirectly. Right. Finder method is having a lot of limitations, guys. If you start dealing with multiple tables in association, finder methods impossible to work. We cannot create finder method getting two tables data which are in relationship. That's what I highlighted. In finder method, there is no support for joins. There is no support for joins. Right. Okay. To overcome all these problems only, we have got at the rate query methods, guys. Okay, now listen carefully. Why at the rate query methods do not support insert queries? Do not support insert queries. Answer my question, guys. Why? Any reason why they have not given insert query support? Now listen. While working with Spring Data JPA, we generally prefer generating ID values through what? Generators configured in the entity class, right? Auto generator, identity generator. We prefer working with the JPA generators configured now, that are configured in the entity class. Like sequence generator, table generator. We have multiple generators, guys. When you write insert query, can we work with those generators? Speak out, guys. Can you write insert query on your own? You're writing insert SQL query or insert HQL query, whatever it is. Can we work with those generators? No. That's the reason they have removed the option of what? They have removed the option of what? Working with insert query. So then what is alternate? We have report.save method, save all method is there now. So when we work with them, happily we deal with the generators, guys. When you work with them, we can happily deal with the generators. Are you getting my point? Okay. We can happily work with what? Generators. That's the reason there are no insert queries. Okay, guys. HQL or JPQL insert query. HQL or JPQL insert query. HQL or what? JPQL insert query. Okay, insert query cannot work with generators configured in cannot work with generators configured in the ID property of entity class but in Spring Data JPA the ID value must be generated using what is that, one or another generator. Okay, so use repo.save method or repo.save triplex methods for insert operations. Which can internally work with generators. Right, guys. Okay, someone is asking me, I have 20 columns, but I want to insert values to 10 columns. Then what should I do? Save method, fill up only those properties. Come on. Fill up only those properties in which you want to put the values. Keep remaining properties with as a null values. In the table also null values will come. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay. How to perform partial record insertion with partial values. How to perform record insertion with partial values. Okay. Use repo.save method, guys. Use repo.save method. Okay. Having entity object with partial input values. Having entity object with partial values. What values, guys? Partial values. That some properties will have null values. Some values null have. Or, okay, guys, or keep at the rate transient. Come on, you know that at the rate transient on the top of certain properties. In the entity class. Choice is yours, boss. Choice is yours. Choice is yours. Are you getting my point, guys? Come on. Either you can use either you can use at the rate transient on certain properties of entity class, or call report or save method having entity object with partial values. So that means some properties will have of what? Null values. Is that clear, guys? Are you getting my point? Right. Okay. Now listen. Okay. First, we will see one small example, guys. Then we will go for this. Okay. Right. So now let's start understanding HQL or JPQL. HQL, JPQL. First, we'll spend time on this one, guys. Then we will go for other one. Right. Uh, it is object based. It is objects based database software independent query language. Okay. These queries based persistence logic is database software. Okay, persistence logic is portable across the multiple database software. Supports both select. I already have given that point. Supports both single row and bulk operations. Bulk operation with our choice conditions. With our choice condition. Earlier, only ID value as the criteria. ID value as the criteria. Come on. Now that condition. No, you can take your choice condition, boss. Come on. Next, supports both entity and scalar. Scalar means projections, boss. Entity and scalar select operations. Entity and scalar select operations. After this, what is the next story, guys? Okay. Supports both. Both. Come on, guys. Supports both named and positional parameters. Positional params. Named and positional param. Every parameter will have a name, guys. While writing the queries, every parameter will have a name. Are you getting my point? Okay. Colon name. Colon is the indicator of every named parameter. Positional parameter. Question mark 1, question mark 2, question mark 3. These are called positional parameters. Okay. JDBC styles, only question marks are not supported now. Earlier we used to have support, but now question mark 1, question mark 2, this kind of positional parameter support is there. Okay, guys. Supports all where class conditions. Where class conditions. Okay. Supports joins. Supports what? Joins. Yes, we have a support for support to work with what? Joins, guys. Next. So this is about HQL or JPQL, guys. So these are the various points about what this, right? Okay. Now listen, if you know, HQL, guys, 1 minute. Every HQL query internally converted into JPQL was. Sorry, not every HQL or JPQL. HQL or JPQL. HQL or JPQL will be converted into okay, underlying database software. Come on, guys. Underlying database software specific SQL queries. SQL query. Array, first of all, I want to ask one thing. Ultimately, database software understands your HQL, JPQL, your objects based instructions. No. Ultimately, your database software what? Ultimately, your database software understands what, guys? SQL only. Whatever dances you do at the top layer, you do. But at the end, JDBC code with SQL query should be there in the picture in order to send and execute that persistence instruction in the database software. Bottom layer is always JDBC with its SQL query. You may give those persistence instructions with what? Repository.save method or some other method having entity object. Or you may give through what? Finder methods. Understanding? You may give through HQL queries. You may give through what? Some other queries. But at the bottom line is what? JDBC code plus SQL queries. Because after all, database software understand SQL. Don't forget that. Remaining all things are for our comfort, boss. Remaining everything is for our comfort. But the bottom line is SQL query is required for database software. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Okay. Next. HQL based non-select operator, HQL or JPQL based. Non-select operations are not possible. Sorry. HQL, JPQL based DDL operations are not possible. Sorry, it cannot be used to create table, to drop table, to alter table. DDL operations are not possible. Not possible. HQL or JPQL does not support insert operations, insert queries. I already discussed why. Next, HQL or JPQL. Okay, JPQL does not support PL/SQL programming. Array PL/SQL procedures and functions resides where in database software. How database allows to write? Okay, HQL or JPQL based PL/SQL programming is not there. PL/SQL programming is not there. Tell me, PL/SQL procedures and functions will go to database software or will reside and execute in database software? Will reside and execute database software. So can we write them in HQL? Do you think database understands HQL? Okay, is not possible. Is not possible. Okay, right. No. See, listen. Dynamic table creation is because of Spring Data auto property, not because of HQL. Please. You cannot write DDL queries as SQL queries. But still Spring Data is creating tables. Now that's because of other facilities that are there in Hibernate and Spring Data JPA. Like auto property with update value, auto property with the create value. Credit should be given. And that is happening based on entity class and its properties, not based on HQL queries. Basically HQL based DDL queries are not there. Come on. Okay. HQL JPA supports based PL SQL programming is not there. I hope you convinced, guys. Okay. Otherwise, I will write HQL JPQL queries based DDL operations are not possible. Programming is not possible. Right, guys. Programming is not possible. Right. These are possible things. These are not possible. And one more note I want to say, guys. Okay. Learning curve of HQL or JPQL is very less because it is very much similar to SQL. Very much similar to SQL. Because it is very much similar to SQL. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Right. Fine. Let's go for what? Dharmendra Kumar. In Hibernate or Spring Data JPA, tables are happening through what, guys? Tables are happening through what? Auto property. Table creation, altering, everything is happening through auto property, right? Fine. Okay. Now listen. Are you going to write HQL queries by mentioning table names and column names, or mentioning entity class names and property names? Definitely you are going to write by using entity class name and property names, right? Then how HQL supports DDL operations? You cannot write create table query as HQL query. You cannot write, come on. Are you getting my point? Insert queries. And listen, let me give more clarity. There is no HQL insert query. There is no HQL. People are thinking that query is there, we cannot use. No, they have not given. There is no HQL or JPQL insert query. Okay, guys. Are you understanding? HQL, JPQL queries based DDL operations are not possible. I think you are understanding this statement. I am not saying Spring Data JPA does not support DDL operations. It supports because of our HBM to DDL dot auto property. Come on. I am talking about by writing queries. Basically, need is not there, and if need is there also, you cannot do that. You have to go for native SQL. If everything is possible, HQL, JPQL, why they will give support for native SQL, Babu? There are something which are not possible with what? HQL, JPQL. That's why they have come up with what? Native SQL. Is that clear, guys? Learning curve of HQL or JPQL is very less because it is very much similar to SQL. This is what I'm trying to say. Now listen. I'm just trying to compare SQL and native SQL. Select star from corona underscore. This is my SQL query, guys. Hey, there is no prompt called HQL or JPQL. Only for knowledge sake, I'm taking like this. There is no prompt like SQL prompt. Don't think that we'll be having this prompt. Only for knowledge sake, I am giving. This can be written in multiple ways, guys. Okay. Number one. Okay. From array, HQL queries are not case sensitive, boss. Okay, I'll give that point with a lot of clarity. Just a minute. And etc. Listen carefully. HQL or JPQL keywords. HQL or JPQL keywords are not case sensitive. Are not case sensitive. But, okay, listen carefully. Not case sensitive. But the class names and property names. Are what we use? We use entity class names now, boss. Entity class names and property names used in the same queries are case sensitive. Same queries are case sensitive. Are you getting my point? Array, we have to write HQL queries with what? We need to write HQL queries by using class names and property names, guys. So they are case sensitive, but HQL keywords are not case sensitive. HQL keywords are not at all case sensitive. Understanding my point? Okay. Yeah, now listen. From you can write in uppercase, lowercase, I don't have any problem. Okay. From corona vaccine. But this is their class, this is entity class name. Corona vaccine. You must write in a mixed case as we take the class name. As we take the class name. Okay. What is this, guys? DB table name. Yeah, now listen. If you are selecting all column values from the table, guys, okay, then there is no need of writing select keyword star keyword, guys. There is no need of writing select keyword or star keyword. Is that clear? Okay. What is this? Entity class name. This is entity class name. Now listen carefully. Same thing, same query we can also write like this. Okay. From com dot nt dot entity dot array in a big project by mistake two three entity class name may have same name in a different packages. Who knows? So to avoid that confusion, it's been recommended to mention package name. Okay, corona vaccine. All these are possibility, boss. Various possibilities. Next, same query we can write in one more line. HQL or JPQL? Tell me. From com dot writing package name is optional. Corona vaccine V. Here V, what is the corona vaccine CV? Alias name. You can give alias name also, boss. You can give alias name also. Are you listening my statement? All these are same, guys. Or okay. Now listen. HQL or JPQL. No, sir, I want write select word. Select star is not there. Alias name you can write. Select CV Corona vaccine. Select CV Corona vaccine. Are you listening my statement, guys? Select CV Corona. If you want, you can write conditions also. It's up to you, boss. Okay. See, these many possibilities are there for this one query, guys. Always remember, always remember, writing select, writing select keyword in HQL or JPQL queries is optional. Optional if you are selecting all column or property values from DB table. If you are selecting all column or property values from DB table. Okay, guys. From DB table. Oh, here from is required, guys. Sorry. Here from is required. Yes, star is not allowed. Okay, from action. If you are selecting all columns or property values from DB table, boss. Is that clear from my dear? Right. I will give one more query, non-select query with conditions. With condition, so that you will get more idea. Yeah, SQL update corona vaccine, corona underscore vaccine. Okay, update set price is equal to price plus question mark. Price is equal to, come on, price plus question mark. Jagdish Ravada, can't you wait until I give next example? Price is equal to, how we are mentioning column name, similarly you can mention this one. Price is equal to price plus question mark, where company is equal to question mark. Company is equal to question mark. Right. Like this, we can take question mark symbols as parameters, where in SQL, right? Okay. SQL supports JDBC style positional parameters, right? Positional parameters. Now, when it comes to HQL, guys, HQL or JPQL, HQL or JPQL. Now, listen. Update is the keyword. It can be uppercase or lowercase, not a issue. Come on. Next. Corona vaccine. Corona vaccine. Next. Set is the keyword. Price is the property, guys. Okay. Property means entity class property. Are you getting my? Yeah. Where you are writing column name, there you write the property names. That's it. But see, guys, from Hibernate 5.2, there is no support for JDBC lifestyle positional parameter. That means question mark symbol without numbers. Question mark symbol without numbers. Okay, these are called JPA style positional parameter, question mark symbol with numbers. Okay. Yeah, these numbers should be there in incremental order, in a sequential order. 1, 10, 20. You cannot take like this. You have to take 1, 2, 3 like that. Price is equal to price plus question mark, where company again property. Company is equal to another question mark. No, sir, I want to work with named parameters. I want to work with named parameters. How to set values to those parameters, we will discuss later. Set price is equal to, okay, new cost are a new, okay, price is equal to add-on price. Colon is important, guys. Colon indicates named parameter. And here what? Colon, colon. What is this? Colon manufacture. Manufacture. Colon manufacture. Are you getting my point? Here, no. This is different. This is named parameter. This is named parameter. You can have anything, boss. So self-descriptive. Self-descriptive. What is better, sir? Named parameters are better. Positional parameters are better. No doubt in that named parameters are recommended, boss. They are self-descriptive. They are self-descriptive. Why, sir? Are colon is part of syntax, boss. Abhishek, colon is part of syntax. Otherwise, how you tell this is not a column name? It is a parameter. Because there should be some difference between property name and param name, na boss. You are questioning syntax of why colon means I cannot tell. This is a part of syntax to differentiate. This is not a property. This is a parameter. Are you getting my point? Okay. Why plus symbol is there? Onkar, I will murder you. Why plus symbol is there? Why I should not murder you? Tell me. I'm updating the price, guys. I'm updating the new price to existing price. I'm increasing the price value. It's a basic arithmetic operator, a dirty fellow. Okay, fine. Okay, you want to reduce the price, minus can be used. Minus can be used. Array add-on price is a named parameter. That for named parameter colon is required. Come on, guys. Use some common sense sometimes. Don't lose your common sense. Okay. Colon indicates named parameter. What you have? Where is your brain, right? Dirty fellows. Here I explained that time everyone said yes, kind of thing. Suresh Kumar, can't you wait until I introduce association mapping? Great fellows, guys. Then also save method. Okay. In select queries also. Question marks indicates parameter. Guys, do you know JDBC? Okay. Then why are you saying why question marks are? Why question marks? Come on, guys, they are parameters. I think you are not doing any practicals at all. Right. These are positional parameters, guys. Positional params. Okay. This is property name. Property name. This is also property name. Yeah, this is what? Entity class name. This is entity class name. Here, corona underscore vaccine. DB table. This is DB table. Okay, here what? Price. Column name. This is a company. Column name. Okay, column name. Devash Pandey, don't question the syntax. It should be question mark 1 and question mark 2 only. Right. Okay. I think you got the clarity, guys. So here, what is this? I am not highlighting everything. These are the named parameters. These are called named parameters. Named parameters. Yes, named parameters. Okay, guys. Now listen. Are called positional params. Okay. Are called ordinal positional params. What, guys? Ordinal positional params. Are you listening my statement, guys? Okay. Next. From Hibernate 5.2, there is no support for positional params. So so we can use only ordinal positional params given by JPQL. Okay. So we can use only ordinary positional params given by JPQL or named params. Okay, named params are more recommended, guys. Which are recommended? Named params are very much recommended. Tell me, guys, if you know SQL, does it take much time to habituate with? Does it take much time to habituate with what? HQL or JPQL? I want reply. Okay, one last one, guys. After that, we'll go for example application development. It's easy, right? I'm assuming you don't know HQL, and like that I'm explaining. Okay, now how to select specific column values, right? That is also one question in your brain. Okay, first we'll write SQL for that. Select reg underscore number, name, company. Company from, tell me, corona underscore vaccine. Let us assume corona underscore vaccine. Where, tell me, company in question mark, comma, question mark. Company in question mark, comma, question mark. Yes, like this, my SQL is there, guys. For this one, I want to write JPQL or HQL. Slowly, I'll stop using HQL. I will use the word JPQL. That is a universal terminology, right? Okay, how to write this one? This can be written with two ways, guys. Yes, select REGNO, registration number, comma, name, comma, company. Property names na case sensitive. From, you can write in uppercase or lowercase. That's up to you. Sir, I will write everything in lowercase, not a issue. Corona, where? I am talking about keywords. But when it comes to property name, yes, you have to follow same name that you have taken in the entity class. Corona vaccine. From corona vaccine. Where company in. This is the one way. Company in question mark 1, question mark 2. Please, I will write 1 question mark, 2 question mark. No. It's a syntax. Syntax cannot be questioned. From vaccine, where company 1 colon array CO. This colon is the indication of named parameter. Comp1, comp2. That means company 1 and company 2. That's the meaning of this. How to set values to this parameter, we'll discuss later. Okay, guys. Corona vaccine CV. Alias name I am taking, boss. Taking alias name is optional. CV dot registration number, CV dot name, CV dot company. Okay, guys. Okay, as a CV or only CV, both are one and the same, guys. Where CV dot company in company one comma company two, right? So these many possibilities are there, and the same thing we can do with the named parameters also. With alias names, we can have positional parameters also. No CV. Okay, we can have CV. Right. Here is my question mark one. Again here question mark two. Right. So this is just alias name, guys. Just alias name. Alias name. Hey, do I need to tell? Okay, 1 minute. I'll just highlight new things, not the everything. Here are my column names. DB table column names. DB table column names. Yes. Here are my property names, guys. Here are my property names. Here also, these are also property names. Right, guys. Are you comfortable? I think you're not taking much time to habituate, right? Easy. Yeah, now select keyword is compulsory. Why? Because are you selecting all column values or specific column values? Because we are selecting specific column values, select keyword is compulsory. When you are selecting all column values, optional. Optional, guys. Okay. Let's come to our application. We will see our one, two things. Yeah. See, please don't write custom query methods or finder method which are equal to predefined methods like find all, okay, get one. And when those methods are already there as ready-made method, why are you writing custom methods? I have seen some people, they are designing exactly same method which are already there as a predefined methods in CRUD repository, paging and sorting repository, JPA repository. Please don't waste your energy on that, because such method designing is already done, right? Even implementation is also already done. Why are you wasting your energy on that? Try to think something which is not there, right? Number 7. Okay, here finder methods are no finder methods. Query methods. Because I think I cannot take @ symbol in the annotations. Let me try. @ query methods. @ query methods. Not allowed. Actually not allowed. Let me try that. @ query methods. JPQL. Okay, fine. Let's see. Oh, allowing the fine. If it is allowing, nice. We'll get more clarity. Yeah, taking bit time, guys. Come to our example. 1 minute on safe side. Yeah, in close projects. Yes, entity, guys. I'm not going to write first query that gives me all records, because already find all method is there. We'll try to take with one or other condition, boss. Yes, okay. Now, first of all, public I need not to take, guys. Interface methods are by default public. I'm going to get bunch of records. So since I'm going to get bunch of records, so I'm going to that to entity query, because right now what I'm dealing is entity query. Corona vaccine. I think entity query means all column values. Scalar query or projections means specific multiple column values or single column value. List corona vaccine. Now method names are my choice, guys. Search vaccines. See, no search by, no find by. Search vaccines by company. By company. Search vaccines by company. Here, string vendor I am taking. Otherwise, I will take string company only. I will take string company or string vendor. Okay, to avoid confusion between property name and this one, string vendor I am taking. Right here, you observe @ query control plus shift plus O @ query. So we have a value, boss. Array, we can write value. We can write value with directly. Directly you can write. There is no need of writing value is equal to something. If you have written something without specifying param name, that automatically goes to value param. You know that, right? Okay, right now I'm interested to select all column values. Since I'm interested to select all column means no need of select, right? From what is my entity class, guys? Com dot nt dot. It's recommended to place, guys. If you don't place, also not a problem. Com dot nt dot corona vaccine. Com dot nt dot entity dot corona vaccine. What dot? Corona vaccine. Corona vaccine. Where property name company, alias name is optional, guys. Company is equal to question mark 1. Question. First parameter value automatically goes to first positional parameter. Second parameter will go to second. Right now only one is there, one mapping will automatically happens, boss. Automatically takes place, you need not to do anything. Right. That's it. This is over. Okay. Now what we do? Let's go to service class. We should design one or other method supporting this. Okay. Tell me. Public. Here also public is optional. Corona vaccine. Corona vaccine. Fetch vaccines by company. String company. Okay, guys. Positional parameters. No, they start with one only, boss. Right. Fetch vaccines by company, string company, boss. Right. Yes. Now listen. Just implement the method. Fetch vaccines. This one. Return. Corona report dot. Corona report dot. What is that? Search vaccines by company. Company. Done. Hey, remaining all are same. Go to runner class. Go to runner class. All these are not required. I hope I am doing modification in the correct one. 7th one is right. Huh? Okay, right. So here, what is this? Service dot fetch vaccines by company. Pfizer dot for each. System dot out colon println. Out colon println. That's it, guys. We are trying to print it. Okay. Go to com.nt. This is for our reference only. 07 I will take. I will rename the file, guys. Rename the file 07. Okay. Right click. run on Spring Boot application. Right click, run on Spring Boot application. Listen guys, having Pfizer company name, 3 vaccines are there, and we are getting, see guys, happily internally condition is generated or not, where company is equal to question mark. Company is equal to question mark. Okay, star symbol. Okay, star symbol. That's why it is selecting all column values. I hope you are understanding my point there. Right. J Ravi, just now I said JDBC style positional parameters are not allowed. Only JPA style positional parameters are allowed. Because from Hibernate 5.2 onwards, they stopped supporting JDBC style positional parameters, and they are supporting only JPA style ordinal positional parameters or named parameter. I am shouting that point like anything. Please put mind in the classroom, boss. See, same statement I have given somewhere. From Hibernate 5.2, there is no support for positional param. Positional means question mark symbol. Okay. Right. So we can use only ordinal. What is that? Ordinal. Ordinal positional parameters. Yeah, when it comes to first example, it looks like it's similar to Finder. But look at the signature of the method is having flexibility, right? Question mark 1. It is question mark 2. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. Listen, guys. Signature is flexible. That's why I'm taking what? List collection. If you are not interested to take list collection, here also you can take iterable. Here also we can go for iterable. Sir, why are you not preferring iterable? Sonu Gupta, after listening entire Ramayana, you will ask again, can we insert a record? If you want to insert record, you have to depend upon code repository save method only. There is no insert SQL query. There is no insert HQL query support. Guys, I'm getting irritation by seeing your questions. Same thing again, you are asking me again and again. Already statement is given, question is given, answer is given. Dirty fellows. Why are you wasting my time and others' time? I have given straight away question. Why it is not possible, right? Okay. And don't think that you are not able to work with repository direct methods. What confusion, madam? Direct question and answer is there. What donkeys you are catching at that time? Why at the rate query method do not support insert queries? Right? How to perform? How to perform record insertion with partial values? These are the two questions I directly discussed. Okay. Fine. Let it be, boss. God only can save you. Right. Now, let's see. Okay. From com.entity. This is optional, boss. This is optional. Okay. In this place. Okay. Let me give this version also. I just want to present this one in a different versions. Nothing else. Run the application. Yes, output is coming, boss. That means package name is optional, but recommended. Because to avoid the confusion, it's recommended. Okay, next. Alias name, only alias name. Yes, you can take. As CV. where cv dot company ne, where cv dot company is equal to this. Run the application, boss. Yes, we are getting the output here or not. Super. Now let me show all permutations and combination of writing this query, boss. Next. Here also, what is the story? Select CV. If you are writing no star symbol, no star symbol. Star symbol purpose is different. You cannot use star symbol to represent all column. You have to use alias name to represent what? All columns. Corona vaccine as CV where company dot. Okay. This is one major change when compared to SQL. Yes, we are getting the same output here or not? Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay, let me test before I ask. Yeah, I'm taking normal question mark symbols, guys. Normal question mark symbols. Internally, it is using which version of Hibernate? Internally, it is using which version of Hibernate, guys? Look at Hibernate jars version. Look at internally used Hibernate jars version. H. Where is that? Hibernate Core 5.4.3. Hibernate Core 5.4.3. Okay. So now listen, CV dot company just question mark is taken. Just question mark is taken. See, we got an exception. What's the exception? JDBC style parameters are not supported for JPA queries. Straight away error is coming or not? Straight away error is coming or not? That is what I'm trying to shout. Again, I repeated in the middle also. Someone again asked me, can't we use question mark symbol? That's what I'm saying. Good knowledge of Hibernate makes you better Spring Data JPA programmer. I think at least the people who are having Hibernate knowledge, they are enjoying all my points, all my statements. For them, it's like repetition kind of thing, right? Okay. JDBC and Hibernate is must. If someone says, Spring Data JPA is there, don't learn Hibernate, don't learn JDBC, don't ignore those statements. Ignore those statements. You can become better Spring Data JPA programmer when you have a strong Java. Okay, strong Hibernate knowledge. Otherwise, you don't understand internals and you don't understand some concepts. I'm going to launch what is that? Association mapping, collection mapping. That time it will go on your heads. Why? Because you don't have proper Hibernate knowledge. Fine. Okay. So don't be misguided by others. Hibernate outdated, Hibernate not required. In that place, Spring Data JPA takes care of everything. Yes, takes care. I talked, ID value I talked. In Hibernate, we study those things in very much in detail, right? Okay. Yes, guys. Next one. Select CV. CV from Corona vaccine. Why all these things will go for shorter version only. From Corona vaccine. Okay, this is alias name is optional. Where company is equal to vendor. Okay, vendor. Are you listening my statement, guys? Company is equal to vendor. Happily output is coming now. Now listen. This and this matching. That's why I need not to tell. Okay, this should become This should become this parameter value. This should become this parameter value. Okay, to take like that now, first of all, you make sure that in Java compiler of the project properties, one checkbox is selected. What is that? Store information about method parameters. Store information about if this is selected, then matching it will take, guys. Otherwise, you will get headache. In find by also, I given same statement. Find by also, I said the same statement. Suppose both are not matching, guys. Here my named parameter name is, okay, 1 minute. Let me comment this. Let me comment this, guys. Copy this. Say paste. From corona vaccine. Okay. Corona vaccine. Here I have taken COMP, but property name is vendor. Parameter name is vendor. Named parameter name is COMP. Let's see, guys. Illegal state exception. Using named parameter for method, search vaccine by company, but parameter, tell me, vendor not found. Okay, annotated query. It says that I didn't find any value. Okay, didn't find. Case sensitive, boss. Parameter names are case sensitive. Yeah, then what should I do? Here also I should take COMP. Here also I should take COMP, or what you should do, @param, @param, COMP. @param, COMP. Are you listening my statement, guys? Okay, whatever value you go, you please send to COMP parameter. Whatever value you give, you please send to COMP parameter. Like this, we can map method parameters with named parameters of the SQL query. Method parameters with named parameters of SQL query. If matching, no, not required. If not matching, you should map explicitly. Sometimes if matching also, you will get error. Sometimes if matching also, you are forced to write like this. Why? Because the select box is not there. If this checkbox is not selected, even though matching, you are forced to write @param. Which checkbox, guys? This checkbox. Just now I have shown. I'm talking about this checkbox. If that checkbox is not selected, even though matching, you are forced to write @param. One day I struggled, that's why I'm talking about that. Okay. I'll take the screenshot and I will present. Don't worry. At the time of giving notes. So now happily coming now, earlier error. Now no error. Now no error. Is that clear? So these are the various permutations and combinations, boss. I think you enjoyed initial application like anything. This is just initial application. So many things are there to discuss. Right. Example code I will give. Example code. Repository. See, basically you should have Hibernate knowledge, but still I tried my level best to present HQL, JPQL from the scratch. From the scratch. Directly I didn't teach. From the root level I discussed. So I think the people who are not having Hibernate knowledge also benefited. Are you able to follow, guys? I'm not keeping Hibernate students as the students in mind. I'm thinking about those students who don't know Hibernate also. Ramesh, I'm uploading every day. Maybe you are not seeing properly. I'm uploading every day, boss. Next, service interface. Service interface. This is my service interface. service IMPL class, service IMPL class. This is my service IMPL class. Hey, remaining all are same, boss. Service IMPL class. Next. Okay. Client application. Client application. Yeah. Come to this, guys. Opposite to this, let me write a statement. Okay. Yeah. The method parameters, the method parameter values will be bound with the method parameter values will be bound with, bound with named param values automatically 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 if their names are matching, if their names are matching. Otherwise, we need to use @param explicitly. @param explicitly. Okay. If you are, tell me, if you are getting exception, though names are matching, then either use @param or okay, enable following setting in the IDE. Enable following settings in the Eclipse project. Okay, guys, Eclipse project. People cannot control excitement, boss. I'm writing. Okay, I'm writing, and these people cannot control their excitement. When I ask question, no one responds this much fastly. Okay, enable following settings in the Eclipse project. Yeah, what is this? Project properties. Okay, project properties. Project properties. Tell me, Java compiler. Java compiler. Yes, guys. Java compiler. Java compiler, this one. Everyone got the clarity? Project properties, Java compiler, store information about method parameters, usable via reflection API. So actually, when it is using reflection API, you have to think about it. Okay. Right. Now listen. Tomorrow I'm going to share Gradle video links. Okay. What links, guys? Gradle video links. And Sunday, Monday is the time. Tuesday onwards, I am going to use Gradle in the classroom. Whatever projects we are creating using Maven will be changed to Gradle from next week onwards. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Okay. So mostly in this month end or next, this month end, in this month end only, tomorrow no special class, regular class only will be there. Sunday also I may call you for the class. Okay. But in this month end, you'll be having workshop on Docker tool. You'll be having workshop on Docker tool. Be mentally prepared. Right. Okay, guys. 50% Monday class is there. Monday class is there. But I'm giving time to watch the videos, nothing else. Okay. Watch the videos. Rudragara Patil, I said workshop is not there, but you have to watch this. Charan K, first we have to complete other modules in Spring Boot, then microservice will start. After JPA, small topics will be there. Spring Mail, Spring Boot Mail, next Spring Boot scheduling. Okay. Spring Boot scheduling. Then we have other option. Then Spring Boot MVC, then Spring REST. Then we will be having Spring Cloud and microservices. Spring Cloud and microservices. Okay. Fine. Design pattern batch, I will let you know. Raja, if you search resume preparation by Natras sir in Naresh IT YouTube channel, you will get it. Okay. Days. Okay. Subodh, I will let you know. I will let you know. So yeah, Spring Security. After Spring Boot MVC, Spring Security. There only JWT tokens, everything will be discussed. OAuth, everything will be discussed. Right. Okay. Ramesh, you good. Congrats, boss. Yes. Yeah, one of your batchmate has got job. He's already working guy. Right. Yeah, after this module, I will discuss how to use logging in Spring Boot also. Don't worry about it. How to use logging also, I will talk. Don't worry about it. Spring JDBC video links here. I am also searching for them. Once I got them, I will give to you. Somehow they are misplaced, guys. That's a headache happened. But yeah, Spring Batch also will be there. Spring Batch module also we will discuss. Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Yes, Swagger, all these are part of Spring REST. Swagger, all these are part of Spring REST. I'm not highlighting the topics. That's it. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow. After Spring Data JPA,